tarde, ministro. Tudo bem? Vocês chegaram a concordar com alguma...
Nós falamos de várias coisas, de cooperação. Nós trouxemos a mensagem do presidente Bolsonaro de agradecimento pelo papel que os Estados Unidos estão tendo diante de coisas que contestam um pouco a soberania brasileira, né? Que a gente conhece. Enfatizamos muito isso, conversamos bastante sobre a Amazônia, sobre nosso interesse de cooperar, inclusive, em temas da Amazônia, mas sempre nessa perspectiva de um compromisso muito claro do presidente Trump, né, de que o Brasil é um país soberano, que é um país, diante de críticas que tem havido nesses últimos dias, foi uma mensagem muito clara.
Discussion that the president and you had about the Amazon funding for that. Can you tell us how that conversation went?
Sure. It went very well. President Trump emphasized
Brasil?
não especificamente, já havia os Estados Unidos especificamente. It went very well. President Trump emphasized the discussions at the G7 and how he thought it was absurd to have some countries thinking Brazil should not have sovereignty over the Amazon in some way. So very grateful for that stance that he had, and we talked about our joint interest in joining somehow in exploring in a rational, sustainable way natural resources in the Amazon, at the benefit of the people who live in the Amazon. Very much so.
Is Brazil accepting any of the G7 offer for aid?
Oh, there's no G7 offer per se. There are individual countries of the G7, like the United Kingdom, who are offering aid, the US as well, of course. So we're accepting the UK's offer.
But
yes, the US, of course, as well. Yeah, that basically technical support for the fighting against the fires. By the way, today the European Commission itself published a report on the fires in the Amazon. They show it's basically on average of the last years, and that Brazil is already controlling the fires. I think that extinguishes some of the fire that was raised about the issue. But yeah. Yeah, Congressman Bolsonaro is head of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the Chamber of Deputies. He's been a key person in designing the new relationship between Brazil and the United States. And
The ambassadorship.
Yeah, the ambassadorship.
well, we already have the agreement from the United States. We already have the agreement, so we have to wait for the Senate to approve, hopefully, the indication. So, in Brazil.
Apologize.
Yeah.
Fala você, né?
Yeah. No, the president. President felt very offended, among other reasons, because President Macron called him a liar without any base. I think the only example President Macron gave of how he thought President Bolsonaro had lied was that because the head of the space agency was fired, but he was fired because he presented incorrect data without authorization to do so. So that's not an issue, I think. So the president was very offended by that stance, especially, I think, and all the Brazilian people, or most of the Brazilian people, I can say so, I think, were offended by the way President Macron was so dismissive about Brazilian sovereignty over its own territory.